up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Afterwork Anime Club podcast. I am your host, Lulu Soul, and joining me today is...
Hello, yes, distracted shark. Very distracted, much shark. Wow.
So this is a little bit different than our normal for White Ray into anime. We are not watching the first 3 episodes of an anime today. We have watched the first 1 episode, so it's going to be a little bit of a shorter version. But we watched episode 1 of Dandadan.
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 Well, that's generally how it's said in the anime.
I'm pretty sure the name of this anime is just sound effects.
It has a meaning, I just don't remember it.
So you've read...
I am current on the manga.
You're current on the manga. How does the anime stand up as of episode 1?
It is a very incredibly accurate portrayal. This is the manga. This is the vibes. Except with music.
I am really surprised that you enjoy this anime.
Why?
Well, it's got horror elements.
It does have some spooky bits, yeah.
And when it's not horror elements, spooky bits, it looks like it's going to be a rom-com high school slice of life.
Yeah.
Maybe less slice and more...
More monster of the week almost, with, main plot points happening alongside it.
My favorite bit is the fact that there's a dub. Because
that's your favorite bit, is that that you can listen to it in English?
This is absolutely in the area of, if this were subbed, I probably would have just kind of floated away. Because outside of the school element, not even then, yeah, this if I were to write down on paper what this anime seems to be about from episode 1, I would not be able to have convinced myself to watch it.
Oh, it's a very simple premise.
Yeah, it is. A ghost fan, spooky, and an alien fan, science fiction spooky.
Make a bet. And the rest of the anime is dealing with the repercussions of that.
It's got a lot of vulgar jokes in this. Do not watch with children present. I'm definitely not going to watch with my daughter around.
It's a little lewd.
A little? Oh, only a little? Only a little lewd?
It's a bit.
It's got a lot of separate elements that on their own I would have never have been interested in, but somehow combined together, I thoroughly enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's like when someone is like, hey, I want you to try this new dish, and the new dish is something like, I don't know,
something you'd never really be into, right?
Yeah, it's like, this sounds like these foods, here we go, chicken and waffles.
Okay, that's a terrible example, because chicken and waffles is delicious.
It is delicious, but when I first heard about it, I'm like, okay, chicken is savory lunch item. Waffles is very much breakfasty item, and I'm not a big fan of waffles because of how thick they are. Mm-hmm. But chicken and waffles together, even though it sounded to me like it had... This anime is chicken and waffles.
What an interesting portrayal.
Or it's like when people are like, hey, go get some barbecue meatballs and put a whole bunch of grape jelly into it.
That sounds horrifying.
Surprise, you've eaten it at my house if you've eaten our meatballs.
I don't think I have.
Oh, well, they're delicious. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it's legitimately just like a bag of frozen meatballs, I think Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and then like an entire thing of Smucker's grape jelly.
Weird.
It's delicious. Just like this anime, for some reason, is delightful.
So there's a major plot point, or not really a major plot point, but a major overarching theme, which my buddy who introduced me to this series, we've both discussed a couple of times, which is that your main characters are like remarkably unlikable, and then as you learn more about them, you get more and more attached to them.
Yeah, except during the first interaction, so in the beginning of the episode, there's this one kid and he's getting bullied, and the other main character, like, she sits down and she like kind of saves him from being bullied by asking him what he's reading. And which was her mistake. But see, I'm watching this interaction and I'm going, oh no, this is what I did to people in high school. I would have my manga out, and anytime anybody showed even the slightest remote interest in the manga I was reading, what am I talking about in high school? I still do it. I still do it to this day.
Yeah, you just info dump on them, right?
Yeah, show interest in something I am also interested in, and we are best friends for life until you run away screaming.
Yeah, it's a fairly common neurodivergent trait.
But one thing that I did like joking aside, is later on in the episode, I'm not going to go into like details and stuff because I want you to watch it. Well, obviously not you, Sharko, but like you, the audience.
Yeah.
She lights into him, like goes to town making fun of him. And in almost every other anime I have ever seen, almost, not quite, but almost, his reaction would have been to go, "Oh my god, you're right, I'm such a pleb, please forgive me, let me grovel at your feet and lick him between your toes." Like,
why?
Yeah, that was a mental image.
Are you good? Do we need to talk?
But he doesn't do that. Even though here is this kid that like has no friends, he is the nerd, she insults him, and he just shoots back.
Well, so that interaction happens, she makes fun of him, he doesn't react, and then she basically immediately is like, okay, that was too much.
That's true too.
Sorry.
She acknowledges that she was a jerk.
He doesn't start joking her back until she says she believes in ghosts, and he's like, obviously ghosts aren't real.
But my point is, I like the chemistry that they have together.
It's very good.
It's nice to know that even though they have this popular girl, unpopular guy dynamic as of the beginning of the episode, I feel like they're going to be even in terms of like protagonists for the show.
Yeah, they're a very good pairing, and neither one of them outshines the other.
I also want to give a major shout out to Homegirl's friends.
Yeah.
They're just vibing with her, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Do you think, because I already expressed that if it were not dubbed, I would be struggling a little bit. The dub is really what's keeping my interest. But do you think this anime is an episode 1 is the hook, or do you think this is going to be a 3 episodes needed for the vibe check?
I mean, I think that if you are not vibing with it after episode 1, you are not going to vibe with it.
Really?
Because that is you have seen the entire theming and everything. This is the show. If you don't like it at this point, it's just gonna be more of this, but like amped up even higher.
So you don't think this is gonna be like a slow burn, takes a little while to get you into it. It's a full frontal, let's go from the beginning.
I mean, yeah, you saw it.
I did. I was there. I was present the whole, 25 minutes. I sat down for that and watched it.
So I would actually argue against you then that it's not just the dub keeping you invested.
You might be right. What another thing? Yeah, there's more to it. There's definitely more to it. I also want to know if the creepy old ghost lady in the tunnel, how much
Turbo Granny.
Yeah, Turbo Granny. I wonder if she's actually a supernatural entity in Japanese folklore.
So I know there's a lot of stuff based on specific yokai and monsters. I don't know if Turbo Granny herself is a real thing, but I'm just gonna do a quick Google. Turbo Granny is a real Japanese urban legend.
Oh, who called it? Who called it? Was it me? It was me.
Apparently she's a relatively modern one. Myth has variations, always revolves around a granny who chases you when you pass a cursed tunnel.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, that's episode 1. That's our thoughts on episode 1 of Dan to Dan. You got anything else to say?
Give it a try. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep watching, but give it a try. It's really good. Like I said, I'm current, so obviously I'm a little invested, but it's a really good manga. The people who are doing the anime clearly have a very good grasp on it. I don't normally go, hey, watch it, but try it.
All right. I'm going to keep watching. We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Peace.
Bye.